This is the most unlikely and wonderful event for a goofball such as myself. This is Halloween and Christmas and New Year's all rolled into one. Welcome to the UC Irvine all-campus celebration of the American Library Association's Banned Books Week. We're doing a readout today from 11:30 to 1. So start thinking now about what line, sentence, paragraph of a book, a favorite book perhaps, of yours or a famous book that you'd like to read from. We're starting a line here. These are books that have historically been challenged, censored, or even banned in the United States of America over the past 75 to 100 years. Yes, indeed, there are your fellow Americans who, some of whom believe that books are too dangerous and should not be in the hands of children or students. They shouldn't be in school libraries or public libraries or bookstores. And we're the opposite of that, because we are instructors, students, librarians, and others who are here celebrating and commemorating this national event and cherishing our right to read and celebrating our intellectual freedom here in our country. I want to say thank you to a few really good people who helped coordinate this third annual readout at UC Irvine. First of all, the libraries, the UCI libraries, the UCI Law School and the Law Library, the Bookstore, which has set up a wonderful display here. All these books are on sale in the Bookstore. Thank you to Bookstore manager Matt Estrella, who's one of the many participating booksellers across the United States celebrating this terrific day. The Department of English, which is a co-sponsor, my own department, and the campus writing coordinator, Jonathan Alexander. So thanks to all those organizations and departments for helping us put together our modest but very jolly event. Again, if you're sitting there at lunchtime and you'd like to join in, feel free to come on up and pick a book from which you'd like to read a few lines or even a paragraph. It looks like we've got about 5 or 6 folks. That's the event. That's it. This is a strictly DIY, do-it-yourself event. That's what we do for 90 minutes is we read books that some people have said that we're not supposed to read, we're not supposed to buy, we're not supposed to think about, we're not supposed to celebrate. So we're doing the opposite. My name is Andrew Tonkovich. I'm a lecturer in the Department of English. I teach composition. I'm also president of the union that represents lecturers and librarians. I'm going to be back in just a little bit to tell a story about my own experience of having a book kept out of my hands as a young person. And I want to read from a favorite novel of mine that I read when I was a senior in high school. But first I want to bring up my friend and colleague from the libraries to say a little welcome and tell you about perhaps the ALA and the Office of Intellectual Freedom. So here's Mitchell Braun, a terrific librarian. I'm wearing my button, Mitchell. It says, "I heart UC librarians." I think that means I love UC librarians. So Mitchell, come on up and say a few words for the librarians.